Hi, good morning or good afternoon or whatever time it is. I don't know. It's another day. It's I'm not even sure what day it is, so I think it's Thursday. Haven't been around in a while. Been very, very busy. Obviously, things around the house, the holidays, getting ready for Kathy to move in. We did make the first carload trip, got a lot of her stuff out of the unit, and was able to bring it here to get started. Anyway, welcome back. For those of you that are new, my name is Connie, and you have just entered Connie's Little Corner. Today I have a TEMU haul for you. A lot of stuff that I have mixed satisfaction with, shall we say, but we'll get into that. Before we begin, if you are new, please go down below. You will find my link where you can download the TEMU app to any device of your choice. If you use my code, which I'll put right up here for you, AFC 95851, that code will get you 30% off your first order. There will be details on how to get that 30% down in the biography. Hold on. I have to shut off my phone. Not important. It's off now. All right, where was I? Anyway, 30% off your first order. What Temu will give me is $5 on my influencer account so I can get sponsored orders from them, bring you more goodies. I do have a sponsored order on the way, but in the meantime, let's get into this one. This is going to be interesting. You ready? This was $1.98, and I may or may not put prices up above, but I will definitely put all the links down below. There's like 28, almost 30 items in this order. This is an air stop, and it's to go underneath the door. It is foam. Think of the pipe wrap or the noodles that you use for swimming. This is that type of material. It goes under your door. It slides under the door frame this way so that it slides across the opening. And because of the modifications I'm making to the lanai, I had to cut off that little rubber strip, which wasn't doing any good anyway. And I'm going to put this under the door, and I love it because it can be cut to length. This wraps around the door basically, and as you move it, it keeps the air from coming in. So this, I'm hoping, will work well for the lanai. For the lanai. It worked good for pretty much any door, but that's what I got it for. Not a butt price, under $2, right? $2.48. And this is not duct tape or two-sided tape or sticky tape. This is insulation tape. This is the kind of tape. It's a little bit different. You can see it's more plasticky. This is the kind of tape that you put on the inside around your window frame so that where you would normally slide your windows open and closed if you have a draft, you put this so it crosses that piece and it blocks. I'll put a picture up on the website. It blocks the draft a little bit better as opposed to having to put something all over the whole big window and make it look ridiculous. Oh, not ridiculous. It's functional, but it doesn't always look good, especially I don't have curtains on certain windows because they're frosted. So this I'm hoping will work. This is a draft seal. It's definitely for sealing any loose air drafts that you have coming in. It can be used on any kind of windows that you might have, whether it's a window that opens or a window that doesn't open. It'll still work great in the cracks. I used to use it back in New York, in the house in New York. So I know it's going to work down here because it's nowhere near as cold as it is in New York. I've got that stuff on my lap. I hope I'm not making crinkling noises. How you doing? Are you ready for the holidays? Can you believe Christmas is only 11 days away? And thank you for those of you who did send in your pictures of your Christmas decor. I love it. I cannot wait to share it. And some of you have been encouraging me to share my own. So I will share all yours in the beginning of the video, and then I will share mine at the end because I want the focus to be on you guys. But by all means, send me, I don't care if it's one picture, just one thing that means something to you. Send me your picture. Let's make a video that everybody can see and enjoy. Doesn't have to be stuff from TEMU. It can be anything. All right, this was $1.82. I used to have one of these when I was a teenager. Little round hairbrush. Now, if you remember quite a few videos ago, I showed you a round comb that looked like a cookie. This is actually a hairbrush. It just opens up this way. I'm going to try to be careful because there's a mirror. On this side, it has the mirror. All right, I'm going to do this. But if you push from the back, put your thumb on the back, there's your hairbrush. All these plastic bristles come up. You open the whole thing up, brush your hair out. Actually, this works pretty good. Wow, it does work good. Okay. To close it up, do the same thing. Push your thumb in the middle and push backwards. That's it. It does come in different colors. I got the white. It's very basic. So now I have a comb and a brush. I think I'm going to leave one in the glove compartment and I carry the other one in my pocketbook. It's a good idea, right? Not a bad price. All right. I got this one. This was $1.81. Oh, hang on. I need Charlie. Say hello, Charlie. I saw this and I saw the expression, not just the word expression, but the facial expression. This is to hang in the rearview mirror of my car. And it says, oh, hold on. It says, get in, sit down, shut up, and hang on. Look at the eyes on the frog. The expression on the frog's face. This is acrylic. It does reflect through, and I'm sure the light will shine through it when it's hanging. Now, here in Arizona, we're allowed to hang things from our rearview mirror. I know in certain places in California, they're not allowed to have anything hanging from their rearview mirror. Nothing. So I saw this, though, and yeah, my driving, I've been told I drive like Mario Andretti. I am a New Yorker. I'm used to driving on things like the LIE, which is the Long Island Expressway, and the Loop, which is the circle that goes around Washington, D.C., and not to mention some of the other major populated, the Jersey Turnpike. If you are not an experienced driver, you don't get on any of those roads. So this really applies because I used to drive from Albany to Jersey and go to a beach in Jersey, and it was typically like a 3.5 hour trip that I would make in like 2.5 to 3 hours. And I always said this to whoever was going, when they get in, sit down, shut up, buckle up. But they didn't have buckle up, so they had hang on. So there you go. All different designs they have of these, all different sayings. This one just suit me better. What can I say? But I'm a good driver. I know. People say, well, you drive like a maniac. You're not a good driver. Yes, I am. I drive like a maniac. I haven't killed myself, anybody else, or caused an accident. I have to be a good driver. I couldn't drive like that. $1.98. A glow-in-the-dark Roku holder. I picked the orange one. No particular reason, just because it's orange. I can never find my remote. It can be sitting right next to me, and because I keep the house dimly lit at night, I can't find it. So, orange, glow in the dark. It's for the regular Roku. Not sure which way it goes in. I would imagine because this is the top, that this would be the top of the Roku and it would go in this way. You don't need to hang it on anything, but it's nice to have as an option because I do have a side table right next to my chair that has a drawer and I can hang this on the loop. But then again, I'd probably forget I hung it there. So the glow in the dark will let me know where I hung it. I know. I'm weird. What can I say? I think of these things. This is the way my brain works. All right, I have got some jewelry for you. I'm going to try to figure out how many pieces of jewelry will I have. I'm thinking that that's all of it. Hold on. All right, before we get into the jewelry, I've got one other household thing to show you. This was $1.62, and this is called a butterfly bit. I know some of the guys out there might know this, and I am proud to say that not only myself, but my sister and some other people some other women I know understand what a butterfly bit is. This is a butterfly bit. It goes into your drill as your bit, and it has the slice across the end. That slice allows you to take the screw that has a head, like a cup hook, one of those round question mark type hooks, to be able to screw it in and hold it straight and steady. Those things are a pain in the butt if you don't have one of these, because you have to start it by hand and then maybe you have to put a screwdriver in it. It doesn't want to go in straight. This is a standard butterfly bit size. I got this for the hooks, oh gosh, probably 4 or 5 months ago. I hauled from TEMU a bunch of hooks, that snap hooks that you string lights on. And I got this to install those. I'm going to look for a smaller butterfly so that I can use it for the little tiny eyelet size ones that I have, and anything smaller than the standard. But really, really heavy, nicely made, nice metal butterfly bit. That's what this is called. It's just a little bit of a bit. Anyway, Kathy's here. Yeah, she's in her bedroom unpacking some stuff. Kathy! Can't hear me. I'll get her later. Don't worry. I'll prove to you. She's here. She's with me for the week. We've started, as I said, we're getting the move on. She was playing with my wigs this morning. As you can see, I have Roberta on. I was just in the mood for Roberta. I was feeling a little playful when I was in the mood for Roberta, so I put Roberta on. Well, Kathy was having a blast with my other wigs and comparing herself to movie stars and what she looked like, and we were laughing hysterically like a couple of little girls playing dress up. That's the joy of having a sister. Okay, $1.98. Are you ready for this? These are huge. Look at these earrings. Absolutely gorgeous. Come on, camera, focus. But they are huge. Let me take one off of here. They do come with the support backs, and these are the backs that have the round discs to them so that they're a little bit wider and give you a little bit more support, because these are heavy. I don't know if I'm going to take them off the post. Look at that earring. Look at that. That is some serious bling. It's big. If I were to put it here, you can see how big it is. It's as long as the ones that I have on. My hair back. It's as long as the ones that I have on. Does not hit the shoulder. It's not long big. It's wide big. Big and bold. Absolutely love it. Gorgeous. I didn't have a lot of black earrings before. Now I'm finding that TEMU is offering a decent selection. And what I have found myself doing is, if I get a pair of earrings from TEMU that I'm not happy with, that I don't like, I disassemble them and I use the parts to make different jewelry in my business. But I don't think I'm going to be disassembling these anytime soon. I think these are just knockout beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely knockout. Okay, you ready for more? This was $1.69, and the prices I'm giving you are my bottom prices. In other words, my initial price less any price adjustments. So instead of saying price adjustment, this price, I'm just giving you my bottom line. I don't know what the prices are now. I can imagine they're pretty close. Jewelry doesn't tend to fluctuate as much as other items do, but this came down to $1.69, and I had to take them off the card. These are hoops, and I do have to fix them because they're a little bit wobbly on the gemstones. These are massive purple hoops. Look at the stones. I'm going to turn them to the side. Giant hoops. Can you see that? Massive purple hoops. Big crystals in the middle. 6 teardrop shaped purple hoops. I'm going to take off one of my earrings to show you this. Hold on. Which I do have TEMU earrings on, by the way. These are my TEMU leverbacks that I'm wearing. So let's put one of these on and see what we have. This is a springback, which means it's like a leverback type of thing. All right, let's see if we can get these in on, whatever you want to call it. Come on. Sometimes I just don't get my ear between the hook. There we go. Look at that. That's a big earring. It's a big loop. If my hair was up, of course, it would stand out a lot more. I like it. And they do come in other colors, not just in the purple. I think they had them in red and black, maybe one other color. I'm not quite sure, but I know they did have them in other colors. I just thought, I love purple. And at first I thought about Mom, but I'm like, she can't wear anything this big. But yeah, these are just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, and by the way, the glare you guys were all talking about in the last video that said it was too bright on my face, it wasn't from my fill lights. I had forgotten on my wall over here. Let me see if I can turn them on. Watch what happens to my face. Can you see what happens now? You want to see why? I'm going to show you what it is. You can't even see them. They're so bright. It is my puppy dog. There we go. My cup of coffee and my puppy dog light on the wall. And I forgot I had them on. And it gave everything a purple hue, and it gave a lot of glare on my face. So I'm kind of glad that you mentioned something, even though I know the products were still visible. The glare was there, but I couldn't figure out why. I figured out why later. Yeah, I forgot. I had them on a separate switch, and I completely forgot to shut them off. I'm too close to them, and they're really bright. All right, next item. By the way, this is going to be a little bit longer video because I still have like 20 some odd things to show you. This was $1.70. So by all means, don't be afraid to mention something, but be nice. You know how I'm always telling you, above all else, be sweet. If you write me a comment that comes across as rude or condescending or something, likelihood is I will delete it or just not respond to it. Right. Look at these. These are on regular French hooks. Hold on. I'll twist it up here. Oh, come on. Untwist. What are you doing? There we go. I'm not crazy about the little pom-pom things on it, but I loved the teal and gold colors on these. These are big. I am going to take off the little pom-poms and I'm going to put different teal stones on the bottom, but these are long. These are considered dusters. Get them in my ear, move my hair out of the way. So you can see they clearly touch my shoulder, but they're long, they're beautiful, they're very lightweight. I don't feel anything in my ear whatsoever. I've never been a tassel type person though. So immediately when I saw these, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I can take off the tassels, and I knew exactly what I already have in my little selection, so to speak, pieces. So yeah, these are going to be going into my have to modify TEMU earrings, but I really, really like them. And if you look, they're a little bit different. One of them has the seashell on them, and this one has a seashell, and this one has the starfish. So they're kind of nautical in nature. I messed up my camera angle when I turned. Okay, there we go. So very cool. Like them a lot. Like them a lot. They get all twisted up, but they'll untwist eventually. Because I'm going to take the bottom off. It knows I'm taking the bottom off, so it's giving me a hard time, right? I hear banging in the other room, and that's Kathy in her closet. I like the little leaves down here on the bottom, and I do have things that are different style gold leaves, which is what I immediately thought of replacing those little tassels with. I'll save the little tassels because I do have some customers that happen to like little tassels. All right, that's it for the jewelry and the household stuff. Now, I think, let me double check, maybe not. Pull this out of here. Come here, Greg. Well, at least you can just come here. Say hi to everybody. Hi, everyone. Say hi, Gay. Hi, Miss Gay. Hi, everybody. TEMU boys, girls. All right, go finish. I told you she was here. She's the crazy one, by the way. Okay, let's see what I got left. Okay, I have spoons. Now, before I start showing you each spoon, and they're all different prices, kind of close in price, I'm going to tell you the goods and the bads that when I looked at these. The first thing is every one of these is a long-handled spoon. The definitions or the descriptions were not clear on all of them that they were long-handled spoons. So I kind of thought on a couple of them that I would. But these are supposed to be coffee spoons. And I don't know about you, but unless I'm drinking out of this, which, of course, today I am drinking out of my Don't Touch Me coffee mug, unless I'm drinking out of this, I don't need a long-handled spoon. So that was my first little with these, but I'm thinking it's okay because I don't need to just use them for coffee. I can also use them for stirring in bigger things like this or stirring in the big glasses of chocolate milk that I make or iced tea. So, all right, that's kind of like I can live with it. The second thing is some of these are so flat, they really don't even qualify as a spoon and would be decorative only or stirring only. So I wouldn't be able to use them to put sugar or creamer or whatever in my coffee because they're not deep. The third thing is they all say they're etched, but they're not all etched. So that gives me a concern that some of the writing will wear off or peel off or might end up in a drink. So I'm not sure. So I'm going to let you decide for yourselves, but I'm going to show you each of them. And I just thought each of them were kind of cool. For what they say. These are spoons that all have sayings on them. I wanted to get rid of my plastic spoons that I've had for years. I'm done. As soon as this video is over, I am washing these puppies and I'm throwing away all the plastic spoons. This one was $1.68. And this one says, Crazy Coffee Lady. It reflects so much. Crazy Coffee Lady. I'm trying to figure out where it won't reflect. Hold on. Yeah, I guess it's the lost cause. It's going to reflect. So, Crazy Coffee Lady. This one, as you can see, is deep enough as a spoon to be able to use. It does feel rough, like it's been cut into it. So I'm going to hope that this one works okay. They're not a bad quality. They're pretty solid, I will get. And they are all stainless steel, and they're actually stamped on the back right there. It says stainless steel. Okay, so that's the first one. Crazy Coffee Lady. That's a given. This next one was $1.49. I wish there was still time for you guys to get these things by Christmas, but unfortunately there isn't because we all know how shipping goes, right? This one says, but first, coffee. But first, coffee. And it's got a little coffee cup etched in the bottom of it. And I thought that was cute. And again, this one's okay. It is deep enough to have a well to be considered a spoon. And it is etched in there. I can feel the etching on it. So, but first, coffee. Speaking of, hold on. Still hot. All right. $1.78 for this one. I'm making a mess. Poor Levi doesn't know what to do with himself with Kathy here. He's so excited. He slept with her for a while last night until she was soundly asleep. And then he came in and slept with me. So he's splitting his time between his three favorite ladies, because Sadie, of course, his sister. So this was $1.78. This one I'm a little disappointed in. This one is a little flimsy. And it says, I run on caffeine, chaos, and cuss words. I run on caffeine, chaos, and cuss words. And there's really no way to stop this reflection. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Because they are shiny, I'll give them that. This one is etched in, but this one is very thin, very flimsy, to the point, can you see the metal is bent just from shipping? I'm going to have to fix that. And the edge is a little sharp. So I'm going to take my Dremel to that and I'm going to sand it smooth because literally you grab that fast and that's going to cut. So this one is super, super thin as compared to these other ones that are so much thicker. So this is what I love the saying, but I'm a little disappointed in the shape of this one. So I run on caffeine, chaos, and cuss words. Pretty much. Okay. Next was $1.58. By the way, orders are running slower. To be expected. It's not really the fault of the shipper or TEMU. It's the holidays. They aren't the only ones shipping now. Everybody's buying and more shipping. So just like any other time of year that there's a holiday, shipping slows down. $1.58, this one says, it happens. Coffee helps. And it's just got a picture of a coffee cup with a heart on it. Shit happens. Coffee helps. Again, this one is of a deep enough well for spoon quality. But again, it's super flimsy. It got bent in shipping. I don't want to mess with it too much. What can I say? I can't expect them to all come out the best quality, and they are actually only for stirring. It's not like I'm going to be digging into anything and serving anything with it. Or they might work great in a root beer float or one of those like Wendy's Frosties that are so thick you have to eat them with a spoon. Oh God, now I want one of those. That's my weakness. I love those. Okay, this one was $1.68, and it says, I will start working when my coffee does. That's pretty much me. I will start working when my coffee does. There we go. I can't get rid of that glare. This one's kind of medium. I would say it's not super thin, but it's not super solid. This particular one is a little flexible. That. So that'll go in my okay pile. My okay pile? This one's going to go in my me pile. This one was $1.59. And this sucker is as flat as a board. I wouldn't even try. Look how flat that spoon is, right? This is end. I would not even try to put anything in there. This is for stirring only. And this one just simply says, I love coffee. And it's engraved. There we go. This says, hold on. Let me make a little difference. There we go. It says, I love coffee. Stirring purposes only. There's no way this is going to go into my scoop out sugar. I'm making two piles over here on the side of my desk. One is for the ones that are what I call sugar worthy, that will hold sugar. I could use them for ice cream, whatever, because they're a little bit more than just a flat scoop. This one was $1.59. Charlie's really getting a workout today. This one's a pretty good quality, except for the spoon end is very small and very sharp on the edges. And it says, no talkie before coffee. It goes like, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. But again, super, super thin. There's really not enough room in there to even put, it's very flat. It doesn't really have any kind of a bowl to it. And the edges around this spoon are very sharp. So again, I'm going to have to make sure that, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to smooth this one down because I don't want to risk, if somebody is stirring and then puts it in their mouth to wipe it clean, you can slice your cheeks or your tongue. All right, $1.61 for the next one. Oh yeah, I got more. There's quite a few spoons in here. $1.61. This one says, a yawn is a silent scream for coffee. A yawn is a silent scream for coffee. This one's medium weight. It has a little bit of a bowl dip to it, and it is nicely etched. I can feel the roughness from it being etched, but it doesn't feel sharp. This one's kind of like a medium. I don't know. Can you see the difference? Let me hold these up. Oh, hold on. Can you see the difference in the sizes of the spoons? You see how this one is seriously narrow and thin, and this one is wide? And you can see the depth difference in these. This one is very thin. This one is very deep. That's what I look at. I look at the differences as to what qualifies as an actual coffee spoon and what is just for stirring. But I love all these funny sayings, and I figured it would give Kathy and I something to laugh at. And I know Mom would enjoy them when she's over here. This was $1.70. Again, this is one with sharp edges. I'm right off the bat. I know I'm going to have to file this down sharp around the outside. It says, all I need is coffee and my dog. All I need is coffee and my dog. Relatively medium depth. I will be able to use this for stirring and for sugar, but I do have to file and buff it a little bit. Okay, $1.68. Yeah, I told you there's more. Yes, there's more spoons. You want to look at the jewelry again? Oh, look. Oh, they're gorgeous. Now look again. Oh, yeah. Not exactly Christmas colors, but Christmas is only, one season. This says, my blood type is coffee. My blood type is coffee. This one's not bad. I don't have to do anything to this one. It does have just enough of a well that I could use it for sugar or cream or stirring. It is much smaller. Again, it's a lot smaller than this size. If you look at the width of the spoon, there's really no way to tell when you buy these online exactly how much or how wide each of them is. Hold on. Okay. I have to go on battery power. I forgot to charge my computer. So, my blood type is coffee. Ah, yes, I am a coffee holic. Coffee cups, coffee mugs, coffee spoons now. Yeah, and we have several coffee pots in the house now. And here's the odd thing. I have 2 black ones. Kathy has 2 red ones. And she didn't know my kitchen was red and black. So right now we have the black Keurig that we're using. And I also have a single cup black Keurig, as opposed to the one that has the well on the side for multi-cups. She has a single cup and a multi-cup in red. So we're going to use one of the units out in our offices and throw a couple in the side for storage. So yeah, we won't run out of coffee makers in this house. All right, $1.79. This is one of the nicer ones. It says dead inside but caffeinated. Dead inside but caffeinated. You saw me get that on one of my iron-on t-shirts. All right, so this one is very well made, nice and sturdy, nice deep well for sugar, no sharp edges. That will keep me caffeinated. There's a strange woman walking back and forth between the bedrooms. So she heard me say that she's apologizing. Don't apologize, it's fine. People finally know you're real. This one was $1.08. Levi's pacing with her, so she's got an escort no matter where she goes. This one says coffee because adulting is hard. These are all the different reasons everybody should have coffee. Coffee because adulting is hard. There's no way to get these clear without that glare, right? So this one is etched in, but not very deeply. And again, this one doesn't have a really deep well on it. So that's going to go in the stirring only pile. I have long handled spoons in my silverware drawer that I just pull out when I'm stirring something. But some of these are actually going to go on the countertop into the spoon mug that I keep next to the coffee pot. And by the way, you'll get a kick out of this. If you're from New York, especially upstate, central or western New York, there's a winery there called Pompous Ass Winery. And Pompous Ass is a donkey dressed like a highfalutin 20s man, like 1920s kind of guy. So that kind of an ass is in a donkey. It's called Pompous Ass Winery. And one of my friends from New York had given that mug to me to this day. And since the day she gave it to me, I've used it next to my coffee pot to hold my stirring spoons for coffee. Yeah, kind of appropriate, right? All right, $1.07. Here's another small one. This one says, wake up, drink coffee, and be amazing. Wake up, drink coffee, and be amazing. It's got a little coffee cup on the bottom. Medium spoon width, a little sharp around the edges. This is going to have to go into my, I got to file it down pile. All right, a few more. Dun, dun, dun. This is $1.79. Let me get this out. This one says, first I drink the coffee, then I do the things. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. You can see it is etched in there. This one is not bad. It's not sharp. It's pretty solid. So this is going to go into the actual Pompous Ass holder. Oh my God. 3 more spoons. I promise. We're getting down to the bottom of the spoons. But then I have another bag down here on the floor of other TEMU stuff. Don't give up. I told you, they're running late. They're catching up. I have 9 more orders coming and a sponsored order. And I was contacted again by another company to do a sponsor on a hair piece. Needless to say, I'm excited because you know me and my hair pieces. I absolutely just love my hair pieces. I have a hard time deciding which one to wear. Anyway, $1.68. This one says, peace, love, and coffee. And you saw this on an iron-on that I put on one of my shirts that said peace, love, and coffee. This is the same thing. This one is, I'm going to deem it safe. It's not sharp. It's got enough of a well that I can use it for stirring. But again, it's smaller. Some of these, there's no way to tell which one of these are going to be big, which one will be small. I just like the sayings on them. All right, $1.79 for this one. Let me get out of the bag. This one says, coffee is always a good idea. Coffee is always a good idea. There we go. Not bad. This one is going into the past I can use right away pile as soon as I wash it. And the last spoon, the last piece out of this particular order, comment, relax. We're only 38 minutes into this video. I told you it's going to be a long one. $1.38 for this. Dropping things all over the place. And this one says, life begins after coffee. So true. Life begins after coffee. I know. They're hard to see. I know there isn't much I can do because of the glare. Life begins after coffee. When you have metal things, they shine. What you gonna do? Right? Life begins after coffee. This one is good. It's safe, not sharp, solid, got a good size well. That's going in the, okay, I can use it now. All right, are you ready for more? There's only a couple more things in here. And then there's one big thing that goes with it for the doggies. I got for the doggies for Christmas. All right. Now, I got this for me, and I got the same identical one, but in a different color, and of course a different size for a little skinny mini sister in the background there. These were Christmas gifts that I got for us. I didn't mark the price on it. I will put the price down below. But these are, well, they mark them as shirt dresses, but no. For us, they're sleep dresses. They're sleepwear. I got mine in red. Hers is in baby pink, because she's the pink girl. And it says, me and my sister got matching smart mouths and hands to back it up. So, yeah, we're New York women. Of course we have smart mouse, right? We are in your face, direct, blunt. We don't hold back. And even though we're not Italian, we tend to talk with our hands. So our hands are always going. But this is a really nice cottony material. This is like a deep wine red. It's long. It's like 36 inches long. That's why I'm going to wear it as a nightshirt. The sleeves are just a little, cap sleeve, a little shoulder sleeve, regular crew neck on it. Absolutely love it. Same exact saying on hers, but hers is pale pink. Like, see my hat up here that's pale pink? It's that pale. Pale pink. So it was an early Christmas gift. I gave it to her just to kind of as a welcome home thing to get her started in the house. All right, what else we got in here? Hold on. More your stuff. Uh-oh. I think there's another spoon in here. There is. Spoon, jewelry. This spoon was $1.52. I think they actually have more spoons coming too. If I went through them, if I found them funny or they applied to me, I got them. This one says, love me, love my dog. So if you love me, you have to love my dog. And one thing I'm very happy about is that my dogs love Kathy. They are so far up her butt. If she were to stop fast, they literally give her a puncture. She'd have a second hole. They're like right there with her. So anyway, love me, love my dog. This is a good sturdy one. It's not sharp, so this is going to go into the compass holder. Oh, these earrings. Okay. These are probably the biggest pair of earrings I have ever got. These are what I would refer to as New York earrings because that's what they remind me of. They were $3.39. And yes, I am changing them. I have to change them because the posts are broken. So I had to fold them over to keep them on the card. Look at these earrings. It's big. I can't even do a close-up on it because they're so long. So let's do a close-up on the top part. The post is way up here. And it goes all the way down here. These are 3.5 inches, almost 4 inches long. And the posts on both of them broke. If I try to bend it into place, I'm going to give you an idea. Do I still have my earring out? Yes. I'm just going to put it in place and hold it there so that you can see how big these really are. my ear's going like, you're not putting that in me. Get that away from me. All right, there we go. These are true dusters. These are huge, but they're gorgeous. Look at that. Now, Kathy has very short hair. She wears it up top, sometimes to the side, sometimes curly, sometimes spiky. She's very hip in that way. She's very fashionable. She would love these. And I know the minute she sees them, she's going to go, so I might have to hide them from her, or at least let her try them. But absolutely gorgeous, very big, but you know what? They're not heavy. I'm not really holding on to them. I just have my finger on the back of the post. They're not heavy. So I think it's going to be relatively easy for me to take them off the post and use the post as a hoop to attach probably a bright silver or a sparkly hook on the back of them, French hook. Look at that. Sparkles all the way down. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll show them to her when we're done. And then I'll hide them from. Love all these. We have very similar tastes in certain things, and other things we're completely different. All right. Dee and I have decided that this iron-on suits me, and I will not argue that point. This is me to a T. I should have a warning label. It's an iron-on. I'm not sure what I'm going to put it on because it has like a dark red, almost a burgundy, where it says warning, but everything else is black. I don't know. I do have a burgundy shirt that I could put it on. It might stand out. I'll have to go through the shirts and see, but I should have a warning. I've said for many years I should come with a warning label because people never know what to expect out of me until they get what I got to give. And It could be anything from I'm going to love you to death to be glad I don't own a gun thing. Uh, yeah. Yeah. That's me. I'm just out there, right? I know me. I know who I am. I know what I'm like. I admit it. I own it. That's half the battle, right? Not being afraid to admit. All right. Here's another one. This one was $1.29. Did I tell you what the price was on this one? That was $1.29. Okay. This one was also $1.29. If I can get it out of the bag. Now, if you've never done an iron-on before, I did do a tips and tricks about how to do iron-ons on clothing and on baseball caps, because you all saw me put crystals on that baseball cap and crystals on the pink one and regular iron-ons on the orange ones and all the ones down here on the bottom. I put all sorts of things on them myself. This one says, I am not responsible for what my face does when you talk. I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk. I have a very expressive face. If somebody says something that I find absolutely appalling or ridiculous, odds are my face is going to show it before my mouth says anything about it. So I don't know. Sometimes I think I should just keep my mouth closed and let my face do all the talking. Right? Right. I love to mess with you guys. You're just so much fun. Because you mess right back with me, and I love that you do that. We have a family, right? You're part of my little corner. It's a family. All right. I have ow. I have a sore on the bottom of my foot. I have actually a hole in the bottom of my foot. I had shoes on, but I stepped on a nail and it went right through the bottom. And yeah, nice little hole in the bottom of my foot. All right. This was $1.28. Now, I personally, and I've told her this, so it's no secret, I personally think this one suits Kathy. I'm not going to put it on an iron-on and give it to her, but it'll give me an opportunity to point to the shirt and point to her. Because she's a very strong, like me, very strong out there, not afraid to say what she thinks kind of woman. And we don't necessarily always have filters, especially as people get older and us women get older. Those of us that have graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, we don't have attitudes. I don't have an attitude. I have a personality you can't handle. That's what it comes down to. And I don't have just one personality. I have several personalities. But when I saw this one, I immediately thought of Kathy, because it's like she doesn't have any kind of an attitude. She's not that kind of a person. But she's so outgoing that her personality, it's bigger than life. I love it. All right, last item, guys. This I got for the doggies for Christmas, and obviously it's going to be an early Christmas gift. This was $6.79, and this, I'll put a picture up here so that you can see the toy basket the dogs have been using and what is in that basket. When I say my dogs are extreme chewers, look at what's in the basket. That's their toys. Whoops, hold on. I am knocking things over here trying to get this out. Uh-oh, I just knocked over my fill light. Can you see me now? Okay, I got it. I drink coffee all day long. So this is that really heavy, thick, like felt material, really thick. It has a metal bar around the outside of it to help it hold up. And I'm just punching it out to make it open. So that's how deep it is. Right? This is how wide it is and how tall it is. So I would say this is probably 18 inches across by maybe 6 inches, 5.5, 6 inches deep. And it says dog toys. It's for the dog toys. It comes with these really nice wooden handles. There are loops on either end that you basically, let's see if I can get this done in here the right way. You just slide it. Oh, come on. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm doing it upside down. Okay. So you slide the handle inside that loop. Oh, that's tight. So that's good. It's not going to come out. And then you slide it inside the other one. I don't know if I'm going to do both. It shouldn't be this hard. But that's good, though, because it's tight, right? Oh, come on, get in there. All right, there it goes. I got it. Yay. Okay, so then I have to pull it up so I can get my hand in there. There we go. So it has a handle on the end. I'll get that in there a little bit better, but it's got a handle on both sides. I haven't put the other one in yet, but I can pick it up and move it if I want to. Not that I'm going to once I have it full. Well, you can see why, what's going to go in it. But yeah, dog toys. What do you think? They have round ones. They have smaller ones. They have bigger ones. They have all different size colored ones. I'm going to try to put the other handle on while I'm talking. They do come in different dimensions. Some vendors have them in different materials. Some have them in like a canvas or what's the word I'm looking, like a backpack kind of material. You know what I mean? Like that nylon weave. But I decided that I wanted to go with this felt type. And I'm not sure why. I just thought it would be a little thicker, a little sturdier, considering what they like to chew on. So there we go. So there's the other handle that's in there. Dog toys. And this is low enough that I can slide this in underneath my futon to get it out of the way when I have company, or I can leave it kind of just peeking out enough for them to get their noses in there. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I will take care of making sure I get that to them right away. So that's it. Spoons. Where's the household puppies? Jewelry. Big jewelry. Big jewelry. Black and silver, but completely different styles, but both of them are absolutely gorgeous. Loving it. One for when the hair's up and one for when the hair's down. The big purple hoops. Absolutely loving those. I may get them in another color. And then, of course, the teal seascape type earrings with the little mini tassels on the bottom of them. Yeah. We did good. This was a good order, right? Well, actually, this was a couple of orders that they catch up on. So, guys, Merry Christmas. We have 11 days till Christmas. On the 20th or the 22nd is when I am going to be releasing the video of all your pictures. So send them in, right? konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com. I'll put the email address up here. I'll put it down below. It is the email exclusively. Anytime you want to communicate with me privately, even if it's not to send a picture, if you have a question, a concern, or something that you don't want in the general comments, just drop me an email. All right. I am totally open to communicating with all of my viewers. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this. Remember to share and get this out into the universe. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would at least consider doing so and hitting that subscribe button. Worst case scenario, you'll get a video and you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Now you want to, right? You want to see these dimples? Yeah, you're going to see them a lot more. In the meantime, stay comfortable, stay warm, whatever you need to do. Stay hydrated, even if it's coffee. Just make sure you drink something, especially in the wintertime. You can get dehydrated from the heat in your home. And above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you again in a couple of days.